Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk about a video that I saw that came up on my Google News feed this morning that said Nintendo Switch Pro, no one expected this. Now, when you see that title, you would think, oh, there's new information on the Switch Pro. But when you actually listen to the video, you just see that they run you around circles and they say nothing new about it while implying that there's some new information about it. It's pretty interesting. Alright, first off, you already know the video is good when the like to dislike ratio is almost near half, so that's giving a good indication of where we're starting here.
The Nintendo Switch Pro is coming, and it's set to shake up the gaming industry both publicly and behind the scenes.
Alright, just let's pause here. Alright, so from what I heard on SpawnWave and other news sources, the Nintendo Switch Pro isn't coming, or at least is not coming this year. So, I don't mean, he didn't say this year, but for him to say that implies that it's going to be coming, like, soon this year. And since they told investors, the actual truth, I don't see, I would find this more like false.
After all, the enhanced console might open up Nintendo's gargantuan catalog of games.
It's not like the Nintendo Switch right now can already hold all these games that Nintendo already own. It's just that Nintendo likes to hold their IPs. It's a completely different story. They like to pick and choose which ones they would like to have out on the market and which ones they think would sell. They're not going to just put out everything that they have just because of the fact that a Switch Pro is coming out. That doesn't make any sense there.
These upgraded Joy-Cons will be extendable and let players with larger hands use them more comfortably. Replacing the directional buttons on the left Joy-Con with a D.
Wait, okay, first off, the pictures that they're showing here are for controllers that they're making for the Switch currently, I believe in Japan. So yeah, I was able to find it here. It's a Nintendo filed patent for bendable Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch, not for the Switch Pro that's coming out. I mean, possibly, right? Like, if there was a Pro in the future, there would be, I would assume, interchangeability between the different types of Joy-Cons, because I would just assume that you would just have Joy-Cons, so it wouldn't be some sort of special thing. Like, I wouldn't feel like they would wait until to sell the bendable Joy-Cons for the Switch Pro to come out. That's stupid. I just was looking through their information to see if they had any links to their information to see like as to where they got their stuff from, but no, it's just subscribe to TheGamer and go to their website. And I mean, I've never heard of TheGamer like that. Maybe I have in passing, but it's just funny seeing it's trending. I bet you it's trending because it's such a fail, but we'll see the rest.
The Switch Pro is catching the eye of developers too. First choice for developers. Game developers have plenty of reasons to look forward to the Switch Pro, just like how you have plenty of reasons to check out TheGamer's upcoming videos. Be sure to take a second to subscribe to our channel, and if you hit that like button and leave a comment.
No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. What I've heard recently is actually PC and PS5 is actually more of the first choice for developers right now currently. According to the State of Game Industry 2020, the actual interest for developers right now, first choice, is PC. But if we had to go to home consoles, it's actually PlayStation 5 right now. Just right now. I could say that I can kind of agree with this to somewhat of a degree because Nintendo Switch has been around more. So I guess the real reason why there's more interest is because these systems are now coming out. And they probably have the dev kits for them, so they know what they're dealing with and are probably more interested in these. But other than that, I can kind of agree with this. So that's somewhat true. But as it really currently stands, it's more PC, PlayStation 5. Switch is up there, so I can't really deny this. But I want to kind of deny it just because he kind of threw in to subscribe at the same time, like as if that's they're both the same thing, and that's just not. And you should fail.
A recent GDC poll suggested that game developers are more interested in developing games for the upcoming PlayStation 5 system. That makes a lot of sense, as Xbox Series X is more or less identical to a PC at this point. However, the poll didn't take into account the launch of the enhanced Nintendo Pro Switch. Ever since the Wii days, Nintendo has had a hard time getting third-party developers to bring their games to Nintendo systems. Between the more unusual controls and lack of power, most developers can't justify the work it would take to get their games on Nintendo platforms. This is still true for the base Switch, even if major titles like Skyrim and The Witcher 3 did make their way onto the portable console. The Switch Pro, though, should be just powerful enough to entice developers and make developing Switch games a rite of passage at most companies.
I can somewhat agree with this. This is all theory, speculation. This isn't real. And with that being said the case, I can kind of agree with that. Seeing the data for myself there and seeing that it was at 37% for the base Switch, and like I just mentioned, it's because of the new industry, I can agree with this somewhat. But this is just theory and speculation. To say that they are first choice for developers, I can somewhat agree with that. It's just very false. Very misleading and very speculative.
More than 14 million people own a Nintendo Switch, and if even a fraction of them upgrade to a Pro, dev companies are definitely going to want a piece of that pie.
I just wanted to throw in, I thought 52 million people own a Switch, not 14.
It would make sense that Nintendo would only share the Switch Pro dev kit with only their most trusted business partners.
These people are basically implying that they would give dev kits out to people, but not tell their investors that they're giving out dev kits to people, or that they're even working on something. What type of mess is that? What are they doing? What are you implying? Okay, I can't do this again. I can't do this anymore. I tried, like, going through the video to be fair, you know, because I don't want to be judgmental without going through all the data, you know, but it was hard just going through this. It was a lot of fluff, a lot of theory, a lot of speculation, a lot of hearsay of this and that with not even really any real good data. Like, certain things may pinpoint to things and you can be like, okay, I can think that, but that's it. That is it. And they're really trying to say it as if it's coming out even remotely near the Xbox Series X or PS5. Let's check out some of these comments. Some of the comments were super funny, and I just love this. They're like, did you see this coming? And it's like, what do you mean, did you see that? How do you even have the mans to even, like, go into the comments? Like, let's take a look at this. The president of Nintendo told their investors that they were not going to, LOL. I love this one. You've posted your April Fool's joke 2 months too soon. Nintendo confirmed to their stockholders they will not be releasing a new Nintendo Switch in 2020. I hope you fire whoever made this nonsense without any fact checking. Well, I'ma unsubscribe. Nintendo said themselves they're not releasing any console this year, so... And I would unsubscribe too. It just seems like their whole channel would be a bunch of BS. This whole video is BS. In fact, the whole channel is. You guys suck major booty hole. No new Switch models are coming this year. And then they're like, oh look, a new Switch Pro is coming soon. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it's coming. In the same sense, the PlayStation 8 is coming. As I'm like looking at some of these titles, I'm just looking at this like, what are you, or what? I don't believe you. Like, what is this one where it says Nintendo Switch Pro 2020 patent leaks revealed? I'm pretty sure just looking at that's not it. And then looking at this one right here where they're like, first look at the Switch Pro 2020, it's just like, you're just making up this. And then these here with these like SSDs, like, I've heard of it, but I'm just saying, it's just funny. They're just doing a lot of rumor stuff. A lot of rumors. If you're about making rumors and that's how you make your videos and your monetization, then I guess my moral of the story is don't subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, if you like the video, you can leave a like and you can also subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, you can also dislike the video and also leave comments below. I also thank everyone who watched, and I hope your week goes well. Have a good one. Peace.